All right, we after the trans line blowout last night, we got all that fixed last night. Ran it last night, all's good. Topped it off. We put it up on the two-step this morning. Crossing our fingers, everything's good. Go up there and hopefully get a decent test pass in. It's Thursday. Frickin', we've been here for 3 days, so at least we're finding the things that needed changed, and hopefully we're smoothing things out. So thanks for watching, guys. First run went smooth. Everything seemed to do what it was supposed to. We just didn't have enough power in it, but so now we turned it up a little bit, and then hoping to get a good 8 mile with it, and hopefully be where we need to be now. So all the gremlins worked out. That's the goal. We'll see how this turns out.
But it definitely looked like he lifted before the 8th. You can see it got just lightly paddling right here, just on the edge of shaking, and then you can see the track out there. It looks like he definitely lifted right before the 8th, so probably not that far off. We need to be just a tick better. I think we can go. Yeah, we can go 590s and a 281 330. So you definitely let off because it only went 183. That car should go like 190 something in a mile an hour.
Seems like it ran a lot better that time. I loaded out there because it liked the wheels up. I mean, normally would have drove through it, but then I thought about getting out of it and then just pedaled it once and went. So yeah. Yeah, it was probably out of it before the 8th. So honestly, kind of startled me a little bit because it had so much more power than it had before. So adding all that power back in was what it needed. So now it's maybe me just getting used to the bull. So, but. Hey guys, Doug here from TBM and Motion Raceworks. If you haven't already checked out Sick the magazine, it is unlike anything you've ever seen. It's more like a book than a magazine. The quality is unbelievable. It is grassroots. It's covering all of the events that you guys are at, not just what the pros are doing, and you'll love it. Subscribe now and get your copy reserved today.
I've had this car, we were trying to figure out exactly when. I think I bought it in 99, I think. So I've had this car a long time. And originally, and I just always liked the car and the body style. So it was just a little street rod, you know, with just cool tires and lowered at first. And then, obviously because of what we do, decided to go racing. So we started out with a Pro Charge combination. So this thing used to be Pro Charged and used to be silver, all silver, and mirrored windows. In fact, I went to the very first drag week with this car and blew it right up. I mean, first or second pass, kicked the rods right out of it on drag week, and went back home, put it all back together, and showed up for the last day at drag week and tried making some passes, and it was atrociously bad. So, had the car a long time. It's been a Pro Charge car in radial form for a long time with 315 radials, stock frame, all that stuff. And so in 2013 was the last time I raced it, and I was racing at Holly Springs. And it used to go to Ducks races and, you know, Radial versus World, and back when they were slow. And decided in 2013, it's like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna make this thing a pro modified car. And that would be really, really cool. And it has taken me 9 years to build this car. And just because of life, time, family, money, everything, it just is taking this long. But so far, I couldn't be happier. It is something spectacular right now. I mean, it's probably just because it's my car, but I mean, it's pretty. it is pretty something spectacular. And so I'll give you a little tour of it here. So 93 Capri wagon. Obviously you can see this is paint. There is no decal on this car anywhere. So all of this is paint, all steel, stock body panels, stock body shape. So there's no modification in here. In fact, the only modification we have to any kind of body work on this car is this wicker bill right here. And we're working on this wicker bill right now because it has a little tendency to take the air off the chutes, which I'll tell you about in a minute. And if it's not here, this is one loose car. It says this wicker bill makes a lot of downforce, but it also takes all the air off the back tire. So otherwise it is stock bodied, fiberglass hood of course, but stock bodied, all steel. Used to have all glass, it's Lexan now. We just got to get it down a little bit in weight. It's still heavy, obviously, because it's still a big car. But it's a dual frame rail car. It is a pro mod car. In fact, I was just looking at the numbers. I thought it was kind of funny because this car serial number is 494, and Tom Bailey's car is serial number 493. So this car was the next car on the jig after 2.0. And so it is pretty close to a clone to it. Outside of we have a little bit different engine setback because you can't duplicate that over there with this body style. Close, but not quite. But it uses, I mean, it is the pro mod setup as close as you can get to that car, except with a wagon body on it. So I mean, power windows, like I said, steel doors, stock door panels except for the bottom here. Now you get in, we'll go over to the other side of the car. Back doors are non-functional. They do open up, they're pinned, but there's no reason to get in and out of it because the main hoop is right here. So it's in the middle of the door. And so you actually get in the front. So you actually get in the front door and get into the back seat. And I'll show you that in a second too, so that's pretty sweet. Has the typical drag week stuff here. You can look in there, you can see I'm not sure if I'll go through the glare, but the rear fuel cell, everything's in the back here, so it's a completely separate fuel system. So pump drives on pump gas. Race cell is up in front here. And so anyways, like we built NACA ducts, built this hood for it. These are the turbo inlets. I'll show you all that stuff later. Currently you can see that our front door is off of here because we made my first 8th mile pass, full 8th mile pass. Had to lift because it sucked the driver's side window right out of the car here. So we're revamping that. Even on the other side, you see that we're just, for drag racing right now, we're just gonna have to duct tape them up. But since it's a framed door, the window doesn't do anything anyways. The door still opens up, it's not a big deal. And then we'll take the duct tape off and they'll go up and down like normal. You can see here, a big cool tilt steering wheel. The steering shaft, everything gets right out of the way. Other than that, it's got one of my SMX engines obviously in it. Same exact engine except a little more cubic inch than what Bailey has. They make 4,500 horsepower plus or so. Probably not in this car. This car is not quite capable of handling that. But we just went 696 lifting at the 8th mile with the window, or with my side window blowed out.